Good evening. It's Sophia here. This is my page where I'm dedicated to use only English, talking about personal development related stuff. Actually, I already talked about it in my main page, which is Eureka Online Private Tutoring. It's about the unconditional love that we can give to ourselves. So in this video, I will just I remember the context of what I just talked about in that video about unconditional love. So I don't remember exactly what I said in the video, but this is quite similar to the video that I made in my page in Myanmar version, but this is the English version. So what I want to talk about is, like I said, I would like to start with a story that which is about a kid that I love. I really love him. He's very cute, and he's attached to me, and he's my friend's boy. So what I have learned from that particular event about the kid and how I see that event and how I see myself right now, that the unconditional love that we can have ourselves. So I would like to explain a little bit about the connection between these two. So to begin with, the kid is, like I said, very cute. He is very cute, and he's like, whenever he sees me, he is very happy, jumping and shouting, and he's welcoming, like he's seeing someone that he really loves. So that particular event gives me that feeling that I don't know how to express it. But what I want to talk about here is the nature of kids. They don't pretend. They are very innocent. So when they love you, right? There are no ulterior motives. They just love you for who you are. So that's what I could experience with the kid. And then after that event, I started thinking about how I can apply this concept in my daily life with the relationship with myself and with other people, so that how can I improve what I have, or how can I improve myself better from that particular experience. So the kid, let's go back to the kid. I'm just mumbling, going back and forth, forgive me, because I haven't actually prepared, and this is my this is the first live video in my page, the English version page. Okay, so going back to the kid. Whenever he sees me, he welcomes me, he loves me, he gives me the love, like the real one. Then I can actually sense it, feel it. And then whenever I leave him, he cries a lot and he shouts. But the thing that I have learned from the kid is, even though he cries, he cries, but if his mother gives him something, so he stops crying. He just focuses on another activity of his life. That's what I want to talk about. But for us, adults, when we are sad, or when we are not satisfied with ourselves, or when we cannot love ourselves conditionally, during that time, we cannot move on. We are just kind of stuck in that particular situation, and we can't move on, and we don't want to move on as well. We don't know how to move on, and we don't know how to shift our attention on the things that require our greater concentration. We just focus on the emotions part of our life, and it's like we are locking ourselves inside that emotional prison that has been created by ourselves. So the concept is something similar to that. So looking at the kid, that behavior, loving someone unconditionally. So unconditional love is something which you can give to yourself, and you can give other people. Loving someone for who they are, loving like their being, not for what they can do or what they cannot do. It's just you love them for who they are, kind of love. That is called unconditional love. So how will we give unconditional love to ourselves, and how will we give unconditional love to other people that we love in our life? So that's a big question. And So from that child's behavior and from the experience that I have with the child, what I've learned is that you we were once a child. We could give ourselves that kind of unconditional love. We could easily say yes or no to the things that we didn't want or we wanted. But time as time passes, we have changed because of the beliefs and the concepts that have been that we have learned from society. So we become one of them, and we have forgotten that little kid living inside of us. So if we can keep in touch with that little kid again, and then we may somehow find a way to keep in touch with that inner child inside of us. And if we can satisfy that inner child's needs and wants, then we can be much happier in our everyday life. And we can also give ourselves unconditional love that we have been looking for outside of us. So that's what I have learned. So the kids, yeah, they can love you, they are attached to you, but if a situation demands, they can move on. But it doesn't mean that they don't love you anymore. When the kid that I'm talking about, whenever I go and see him, let's say the next day, he comes to me, welcomes me, he gives me the same thing that he had given me the other day. So okay, Mo, thank you for joining. My voice, something's wrong. All right, okay, thank you. I will adjust the volume. Thank you for asking, and thank you for joining. Okay, where am I? I'm talking about the kid, and yeah, the kids' love for us, it does not depend on the condition. When he sees me again, he can give me the same kind of love that he gave me the other day. So that's what I want to talk about. So if we love someone in our life, we love them when the conditions are right, and when something goes wrong, and when that person does something that we don't like, we cannot love the person like yesterday. So that's the difference between children and us. So that's what I want to talk about. So the same thing goes to loving ourselves. So if, let's say, I am happy today because I can talk about a lot of things, and I'm so happy sharing, or I can finish a lot of work that I've been meaning to do. So I'm so happy because of the conditions that I'm talking about. At that time, I'm happy, yes. But let's say tomorrow, if I cannot finish work, or if I cannot do something to satisfy myself, then tomorrow I cannot love myself. That kind of situation, that is not unconditional love. So if we can start practicing unconditional love on ourselves, then our relationship with other people will improve tremendously, because we know how to accept our own flaws. So it is like a guideline for us to deal with other people and their weaknesses and their flaws as well. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Yeah, I haven't actually prepared this talk. I just remember the context of what I talk about in my Eureka Online Private Tutoring Myanmar version page. So now that I'm talking about, I am adding some more stuff that I didn't mention in the Myanmar video, and I think I am sometimes a bit out of the scope that I want to cover in the video. So yeah, I will do better next time. And thank you for joining me live, and I hope you have learned something from my live video. Thank you so much. Good night. Bye bye.